What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Breakpoint Breakdown. We are back after 1 day's hiatus. We had a little bit of some scheduling issues, as you would have seen if you follow us on Instagram yesterday. So we apologize for that, but we are back. And because we missed yesterday, we're doing an entire roundup for the entire second round. A lot happened. The upsets did continue. We had a top four seed go out today. Crazy upset. The guy who took him out was just on fire. And I'm going to say that the number four seed who went out maybe felt a little bit of pressure. But yeah, excited to get into this. Chase, what did you think overall? What did you think about the last 2 days of tennis?
Yeah, the last 2 days, I mean, dude, it's crazy. It shows like level of players today. I mean, anybody can get taken out, especially on grass. Nobody plays on grass aside from like British people. So, I mean, it's just a random situation. I mean, a lot of players nowadays aren't really like made to play on grass anyway, aside from like a select few who already got eliminated. But yeah, I mean, it's just crazy couple days. I mean, I just want to get to the semifinals and the finals. To be honest with you, I'm not looking forward that much to the rest of the tournament, but we'll see.
Yeah, because we had so many upsets, these middle rounds are kind of going to be meh going forward. It's really now, I mean, honestly, even the quarterfinals may not even be as good. It's probably the semifinals where things are going to get heated up.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into it. We're going to start with everything that happened yesterday, and then we'll get to today. So we're going to start with all the results that happened first for the second round. So bottom half of the draw. Let's get started. Let's start with the defending champion, Carlos Alcaraz yesterday. He came through Tarvet, the wild card who went to USD. Straight sets, much better than the first round. 1-4-4. Did not make as many unforced errors. Great performance for this wild card Tarvet. He really played his heart out. They
Yeah.
had a nice exchange at the net as well. But Alcaraz's serve did need to improve. He faced break points in many of his service games. That can't be happening against a British wild card.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, if you serving like you served against Yannick against the wild card, we're gonna have some problems. But I mean, thank God he's good enough to bail his own self out with that. But I mean, in the future, man, like he's not gonna be able to get away with that for sure. When it comes to the semis and all that, yeah.
Yeah. You do still like him as the favorite though?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we said before, his entire tournaments are up and down. I mean, we saw a close match with Shelton and Roland Garros, kind of like same situation as this.
And Zoomer at Roland.
Yeah, and Schumer. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's the way he plays, bro. It's like he's inconsistent. If he works on his consistency, he'll be the best in the world. I feel like at least. But aside from that, I mean, it's kind of expected with Alcaraz. You're gonna get some ups and downs. So I mean, I'm not too worried about it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Alcaraz into the third round. Let's get to a man who's had a very tough draw. He's had to play big server after big server. Taylor Fritz yesterday came through Gabriel Diallo in 5 sets again. It was
Yeah.
his third consecutive day of playing, and it was a very gutsy performance from him.
Yeah, I mean, dude, playing two 5-set matches in a row is just that's terrible for fitness, especially for Fritz. I don't see him going that far in this tournament unless he can just serve and volley his way through a couple rounds, get his fitness back up to where it has to be. But yeah, I mean, playing two big servers in the first 2 rounds, especially on grass, is super unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, I could see him maybe making quarters if that, if he's lucky.
You mentioned serve and volley. That doesn't really come to mind when I think of Fritz.
Yeah, because volleying does kind of suck. That's true. I mean, if he can spot serve well and it's +1, then it'll work too. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I'm worried about him.
Yeah, he's got a pretty tough opponent up next. We'll get to that a little bit later. Um, But Fritz was also just putting his body on the line as well. He's played so much chess. Remember, he won Eastbourne last week. He's
Yeah,
played yesterday. I think the stat was he's played like the last 7 out of 8 days. So he's been on court a ton. And I mentioned he was diving all over the place, and he cut his like elbow right here, and he
yeah.
had to get it attended to. But yeah, I mean, I think you already mentioned it, but I think this does hurt his chances a little bit.
No, 100%. Especially with a guy like him. I mean, we both know he doesn't work out. Look at his gut. This guy does not work his stomach out at all. Yeah, I mean, I want the best for him. I want him to succeed, but with the fitness level that he has, he won't be able to do it unless he can serve like crazy, like Menchik. But we'll see.
So do you think Fritz can make the semis?
I mean, he pushes himself. Yeah, I think he can make it, but we'll see.
He
Well,
should.
let's hope.
He's got a very open draw. Like it's
He has a
bad.
pretty open draw.
It's bad, and I know he would be because he's such a competitor. He would be pissed with himself if he didn't make the semis.
Okay, we'll see what happens in the future for him then. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, man. I mean, Fritz just big server after big server. He's gonna get a lighter server compared to those guys in the next round.
Thank
So
God
he'll be happy about that.
for sure.
All right, some other results that we had yesterday. Jari destroyed Tien in straights 2-2 and 3.
Yeah.
You credit to you. You called it. I actually thought Tien would win, but you called Jari to beat Tien. So
Yeah, no,
good
Tien just
prediction.
hits too weak. Tien hits too weak of a ball. I feel like that's one thing holding him back is that his power just is not there. His power level isn't there. He doesn't have anything else to make up for it. Like for example, Deminor has speed. Like a lot of these players have one thing in their game that can make up for the loss of power, but he has nothing in that. Yeah.
All right. I think he'll improve. He's still only
Oh yeah.
20, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's super young. He's
he's
really
got
good.
time to improve.
Yeah.
We had Jordan Thompson come through in 5 against Bonzi. Um, Another big upset yesterday, though. Bellucci, uh, the undersized, you have to say Italian, coming through Lehechka in straight sets 6-1 and 5.
That's crazy. Well, okay, did Bellucci play Tiafo in Roland Garros? Did he
Yeah,
play
they
Tiafo?
played
Yeah,
last year in the
yeah,
first round.
yeah. Tiafo was talking about that, dude. Apparently, he can gun serves and he's short. So like, I
Yeah,
mean, that's
he
kind of
can
shows you
hit
off.
like 135 pretty consistently.
Yeah,
And
for being
I think he's
short, it's
five
crazy.
nine.
Yeah, for being 5'9" and hitting 135. For all you guys that don't know in tennis, that is insane. That is crazy. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he's like you're a firecracker like that. I mean, you don't know what could happen with Bellucci. I feel like he's a good player too. I mean, I've seen some of his gameplay. He's strong. It's not like he has a weak game. He hits very good depth very hard. And then
Yeah,
we'll see more of him.
I'm just wondering how he gets so much pop on his serve because I've looked at him. He's not like this big muscular guy either. I think he just gets a lot of jump on his serve. I think he really goes into his serve when he goes through it.
Yeah, it's just technique. I mean, whoever shout out to whoever serving coaches. I mean, you're doing a great job. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is kind of bad. I mean, we had Lehechka in the quarters.
Yeah,
You know,
that is really bad. I mean,
I think a lot of people did. So our brackets, I mean, they were already ruined once
everybody's bracket
Medvedev
is
and
right at the point,
other
right?
people lost.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is tough for Lehechka. He made the final of Queens, and now he's gone out second round.
Yeah. I mean, for him, he'll have more time, more chances in the hard court season, especially coming up with all the Masters. I think he'll be fine personally, but we'll see.
Yeah, and one more thing. This means that Carlos Alcaraz, if he, as we all expect him to, make the quarterfinals, he will play an unseeded player in the quarters. That's
That
confirmed.
is incredibly easy for Alcaraz. He should be able to blow past that without any worry.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he should, but he could play Fonseca in
He
the
could
quarters.
he could play for dude. If an Alcaraz Fonseca match would be wild. Oh my god.
Yeah. I would love for us to see that. He's still got a long way to go though, Fonseca, but
Oh yeah,
we
for
would
sure.
love that.
Yeah.
Karin Khachanov, he seeded 17. He came through Machizuki in 5. He was down 2-1. We know how good Khachanov is in these 5 setters, and he did a great job of surviving yesterday because he could have lost.
Oh yeah, I mean Hachanov's proved time and time again. He can play 5 setters against consistent decent players. I mean he beats decent players all the time. So I mean for him it's a good confidence booster as well for Wimbledon. And I could see him making it decently far, especially with the draw. But yeah,
Yeah, he's the only seed left in that Zverev section. So if the seeds hold as of right now, it's supposed to be Fritz and Khachanov in the quarterfinals.
that would actually be really good for a quarters match. That
Yeah,
would be really good. Yeah,
yeah. Hopefully we get that match because I think that's really good.
for sure.
Um, Andre Rublev, he seeded 14. He survived Lloyd Harris in 4 sets. I think it was they had a tiebreak third set and Rublev came through it. A potential Rublev Alcaraz in the fourth round. And I know we've been talking about the 90s generation players struggling, but it seems like Rublev's getting himself together here.
Yeah, no, he's getting his confidence back for sure. I like that for Rublev as well. A fourth round Alcaraz and Rublev match would be wild, dude.
Yeah, and Rublev did beat Alcaraz last year in Madrid. So
Well,
that's
we have that waiting for us. Yeah.
yeah. I would love to see that match. Rublev does have Manarino next, so he should get through Manarino. But we know Manarino can be frustrating for players at times.
Especially on grass. Yeah.
Yeah,
For
I
sure.
mean grass is by far Manarino's best surface.
Oh yeah, 100%, not a doubt. Yeah.
All right, Now, these matches actually got held over from yesterday because of the light, the bad light. They had to delay it. So these guys came back today and finished it. David Fekina, he seeded 26. He came through Van de Zandschulp in a four-set tiebreak after the delay. Chase, I don't know if you saw this, but Van de Zandschulp was like really mad when they delayed it because he, in his first round, he got delayed due to bad light too, so we had to come back the next day. And now this happened to him in the second round. He
Yeah.
was very pissed. I don't know if you've seen the video, but he was talking to the supervisor and he was not happy.
Oh yeah, I don't blame him, dude. I mean, you get delayed twice, but what can you do? The momentum shift and everything. Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, he actually he saved a match point and held, and then it got
Yeah,
suspended.
like that.
Yeah.
That dude, Wimbledon is dumb for having that curfew. I'm sorry. I get you have residential
No, well,
housing.
it's no, it's not the curfew. It's because they don't have lighting on their courts because you can't play on grass after a certain time because grass as it gets dark, grass attracts dew naturally, so it gets too slippery. Yeah,
Oh,
that's the problem.
okay. That actually makes sense. Then they need
It
to get.
makes sense, but and we'll get to this later because we had a big thing today with Shelton, which we'll get to in a second because that was very unacceptable, which we'll get to in a second. But the timing of when they're suspending it has been controversial. The
Yeah,
timing of when they've
it's
done
been
it.
awful. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we had Struff. I did call this. I said he would beat Felix Auger-Aliassime, and he did in four sets. And I'm just saying this again. Felix won the first set. The second set went to a tiebreak. FAA was up 6-3 in the tiebreak and lost it.
Yeah, this guy just can't close out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's nothing much more to it. Yeah, you just can't close out. Man. Can't close out a set, man.
Yeah. So Struff's got Alcaraz next. They actually played in 2022. I know it was a very different Alcaraz, but Struff actually pushed him to five when they played in 22.
Okay, we'll see what Surf has for him then. Yeah.
Yeah. And then finally, Rinderknecht. He backed up his win over Zverev. He got another five-set win against Garin, the lucky loser. So Rinderknecht, he's through to the third round as well.
2 5 set matches though. The physicality is gonna start kicking in now. It's gonna be
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
Alrighty. A couple more from yesterday. Fonseca came through Brooksby in four sets. There was actually a rain delay. They were scheduled first, and there was a rain delay, so they started a few hours after they were supposed to. Chase Fonseca has said he's idolized Federer growing up. He plays aggressive like Federer, and Federer was great on the grass, and his aggressive gameplay is really starting to pay off on this surface.
Yeah, and I mean, everybody knows Fonseca hits the ball flat as hell. I mean, he hits one of the most flattest, one of the most consistently flat games I've seen on the tour. And if you can get that to a consistent level, he's going to be Weapon X on grass. I mean, the guy can spot serve like crazy, and he can whip the ball off his back foot. I mean, I've never seen a player have such more firepower in any position on the court than him, aside from like Yannick. But yeah, we're definitely gonna see more of him as he gets older. I don't know about now. We could see a crazy run now. We'll have to see in the future. Yeah.
Yeah. And look, he did come through Brooksby's awkward game that he presents with all those
Oh
jump
yeah.
balls that Brooksby can give you. Great win for the Brazilian. And the Brazilians did come out in force. And if you watch that match, the atmosphere was what you would expect for
Oh
a
yeah.
Fonseca match. The
Mhm.
Brazilians will be happy. Fonseca is into the third round. As we mentioned, he could play Carlos in the quarters. I think everyone wants to see that match.
Everybody wants that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then finally, I think this is the last result. Yep, last result from yesterday. Cam Norrie, he came through Tiafo in four sets. He had the British crowd with him on court one. It seems like he's becoming a court one specialist. And this was a tough draw for Tiafo, and Norrie is just so tough on these grass courts. Norrie, but before I get to you, Chase, Norrie's a bit like Draper. He's got heavy RPMs on his forehand and then a very flat backhand.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing that with a lot of lefties as well. Sheldon's trying to get that RPM on his forehand as well, and a very flat backhand. I feel like if a lot of them get more spin on their backhand, not on grass, but for specifically like other surfaces, more like demolition sort of on their backhand, more of a slice, like with Nori. Nori has a decent slice. I've seen him slice a couple times as well. I mean, if these lefties get variety on their backhand, they can actually add more spin to it. I mean, they're going to be very dangerous when it comes to consistency in forehand and backhand rallies. I mean, they'll be very strong when it comes to that. So yeah, I mean, with Nori beating Tiafo, like we said, his game models Drapers. A lot of these lefties are kind of prototype like this. But if somebody comes out with like per se like a heavier topspin backhand, I mean, it would kind of revolutionize the game for lefties as of now. But with the way it's going right now, I mean, it's been working. So why not keep at it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Tiafoe was up a set, and he actually had love 40 in a Nori service game early to break.
Wow.
couldn't convert that. Nori won the next three. Um, what is what does this result do for Tiafo going forward?
I mean, I definitely feel like it's like a kind of a like bring his head down kind of. But I mean, he has the U.S. Open ahead of him and a lot of multiple hard court Masters 1000. So I mean,
Yeah,
I feel like he'll be okay. I feel like his game merges with hard court decently. I feel like he could put up some points. Yeah.
yeah, that's definitely where he shines. He has the crowds going for him
Oh yeah,
crazy there.
U.S.
He's
Open.
good, but he has the Cincinnati final and the U.S. Open semis to defend. So if he does not play well, his ranking is going to take a big dip.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of unfortunate, but we might have to see his ranking take a dip at this point. Yeah.
All right. Nori through. That's all we got from yesterday. Let's move on today. And let's get straight into the upset of the day. Jack Draper, fourth seed, upset by Marin Cilic, a resurgent Marin Cilic on court one in four sets. Cilic was really, really impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, Cilic could be a problem, and here he is. I mean, hitting Draper at four. I feel like Draper also felt the pressure from the whole British legacy that Andy Murray left as well, when British crowd as well. I mean, they have a lot of pride in their country, so I'm not really surprised Draper fell prone to the pressure. I feel like it's a good turning point in his career for him that finally be able to take that pressure, get that atmosphere, especially against a player like Cilic who's won two slams. I mean, the guy is known for having a crazy serve and a crazy +1. So, I mean, I feel like it's a lesson for Draper as well as it is an advancement for Cilic. I feel like Cilic could also do some demolition in the draw, so we're gonna see that in the future for sure.
Yeah, and Draper was great in his press conference. By the way, he fully acknowledged Cilic and how good he was. Talked a little bit about himself, but he also said, going back to the thing you said about Andy Murray, he acknowledged Andy Murray and he said it's incredible how Andy Murray was not only able to win this once but twice. So incredible for Andy Murray.
Yeah.
Let's get to Draper though. You talked about the pressure. I'm going to give some credit to you here because offline we had been talking about Draper on grass, and you told me you weren't really sold yet on Draper on grass, especially because of those high RPMs on that forehand. You
Mhm.
said you weren't sold. I was a little bit different. I'm gonna give you the credit here because I think I just got brainwashed by the fact that he took Alcaraz out last year on the grass. I think that just messed with me.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fair.
yeah, but you were right because Draper said he felt rushed out there on the forehand. He said in the past year, he said he's never felt rushed before, and today he felt like that's exactly what Cilic was doing.
Wait, with a flat player like Cilic, yeah, you're gonna get pounded, so you gotta be ready for that for sure. I mean, I can't say that this was expected, but I can say that it wasn't out of our line of sight in general to predict this. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So Cilic just came out there, took it to him, absolutely paid off. And yeah, I mean, Cilic is a former Wimbledon finalist. He's won a
Yeah, I
Grand
mean,
Slam. He won a Grand Slam in the Big Three era.
yeah, I mean he's one of the big three pioneers, as I like to call him. So yeah, I mean, not really surprised. A player of Chilich can reach that level a lot. We'll see what he has for us in the draw. Yeah,
Yeah. Great for Cilic. I'm. Are you worried for Draper going forward? I'm not.
I'm not. I don't think it'll affect him now. I
Yeah.
think he'll be good. Yeah.
Yeah. Jack's got a great head on his shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think this will affect him at all. All right, let's move on to some other results. We had Demonor, who seeded 11 here. He dropped the opener, but he did end up winning in four against Kazo. He actually bageled him in the fourth set.
Wow.
So nice for the Demon. Sonego, he took out Basilashvili. Basilashvili took out Musetti in the first round. Sonego took him out in four. So good win for Lorenzo. He made the
For
quarters
sure.
in Australia. Uh,
Having a decent year. Yeah.
yeah, Sonego, yeah, he's been sneaky good this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that. I remember the quarters match with him and Shelton in
Shelton, yeah,
Australia. That was good. That was really
yeah,
good.
that was a great four setter.
Yeah.
Caboli, he seeded 22. He came through Pennington Jones, 1, 6, and 2. So very good for Caboli.
For
Let's talk
sure.
about a little bit about Munar. Munar took out Bublik. He played Marajan today. He beat him in straight sets. I don't know if you saw the stat. He needed 11 match points to win
Yeah, that's I like this Zverev and Greek sport match, the
in
BNP. That
in
was
Indian
bad.
Wells. Yeah,
Yeah, that's so bad from I mean, I thought it was gonna be a dark horse coming through after that first match against Bublik. But I mean, dude, if you can't close out like that when you get to players like Alcaraz and like Djokovic and all these other guys, you're gonna get destroyed.
yeah. Look, he did win in straight sets. It was 11-9 in the third set tiebreak, so it was straight sets. But he could have gotten it done a lot earlier.
Oh, way earlier, yeah, way earlier, yeah.
All right, Munar is through. He's gonna actually play Cilic next, so
He's
that'll
gonna
be
get
interesting.
pounded. I'm sorry. He's gonna get destroyed.
Yeah, I wouldn't underestimate Munar though. We talked about it. He's beaten Bublik. He almost beat Carlos. I wouldn't underestimate him, but I would definitely put Cilic as the
Oh
favorite.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right, let's get to another upset. A qualifier from Denmark. August Holmgren, who went to USD, takes out Mahach, the 21st seed, in a 5-set thriller. Mahach had 3 consecutive match points at 4-5 in the fourth. Chase, get this for a scoreline. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
7-6, 6-7, 6-7, 7-5, 7-6, 10-5 in the fifth set tiebreak.
That's a marathon, dude. I mean, I can't say I'm surprised though. Mahash is coming back off so many injuries. I mean, you can't expect him to play at a high level, but I'm happy for August. I mean, good for him. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Little bit of controversy in this match. Let's talk about it. There was towards the tail end of the match, there was a 10-minute delay because Mahach wanted to change his clothes, but the umpire wouldn't let him. The reason the umpire wouldn't let him is because players are allowed 2 bathroom breaks in a best-of-5 match. Mahach
Oh.
already used both of those bathroom breaks, but Mahach said, I only need to change my clothes, but the umpire wouldn't let him. The supervisor was called onto the court, and the supervisor was like, "Yeah, you can totally change your clothes." So then Mahach changed his clothes. Very weird. We mentioned the injuries for Mahach. He did cramp in the fifth set.
Yeah, like that's terrible fitness, bro. I mean, not much else to it. I mean, the guy's fitness has to get better, or else he's just not gonna be able to play on the tour.
Yeah. The crowd, by the way, got really into this. They got on Holmgren's side. They were kind of not a fan of Mahach. They thought it was a little bit gamesmanship like. I mean, I guess you could say that. He did take medical timeout right before, I think it was right before Holmgren served for the fourth.
Right.
So
It's kind of
you
suspicious then, yeah.
you had that. Yeah, but Holmgren, just like Tarvet, who played Alcaraz, they're both from UCSD. I might have said USD earlier. Apologize for that. UCSD. They are from.
Mhm.
What a tournament for UCSD. Uh,
Players, yeah.
yeah, great for
That's
them.
crazy.
Great for August Holmgren. This was his first ever Grand Slam tournament. He's 27 years old.
Congrats to him, dude. We could see another rise of a good player.
Yeah,
Uh,
great for Holmgren. He's got De Minaur next. That's gonna
Probably
be
lose
tough
that,
for him.
but yeah.
Yeah, tough to back up. That was a 4.5 hour match.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck playing fast, David Nor. Yeah.
All right, let's get to the 24-time Slam champion Novak Djokovic. Seriously impressive today against
Yeah.
Dan Evans. I thought this could maybe be tough because Evans, he's got the crowd, he's got that slice, he can frustrate you with that. 3-2-0 for Novak, just a clinic.
Yeah.
So good tactically.
Yeah, I mean, this gameplay, he plays perfect photographic tennis, the way I see it. I mean, everybody likes Federer playing all elegant and stuff. I mean, when you have Djokovic who plays bloody perfect baseline tennis, you can't really do anything about it. That's what makes him so good at Wimbledon too. I mean, the way he sets up his points is, mean, no, like, not to like make any other players seem like less of good players, but the way he sets up his points are so like textbook. You can't like make it up. Like it's exactly what you should do in a certain situation, which is why I mean like I feel like he just actually destroyed Evans today. So yeah, off both wings he's strong. I mean, we both know that. I mean, it's clockwork for him basically the way I see it against players of Evans level.
Yeah, you like him to make the semis now, especially
Yeah,
with Draper out.
yeah, for sure, 100%.
All right. Um, let's get to another upset. Sebastian Offner takes out Tommy Paul in 4 sets, but Paul won the first set pretty comfortably and then injured his foot in the second set. Uh, so that's just tough sledding for Paul.
Yeah, I mean, if you have an injured foot on grass, you might as well just retire at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And look, let's talk a little bit about Tommy Paul. He's one of the fittest guys on tour. We talk about
Oh
how
yeah.
well he moves. But Chase, abdominal injury at the French, then he got a thigh injury, and now this. He's one of the fittest guys, but he's really struggled in the last month.
Yeah, I mean, if he continues to struggle, he's going to fall off on the tour and rankings. I mean, I don't want to see him fall off, but it's just a reality that you have when you're playing pro sports. So hopefully his physicality and fitness can get better. But I mean, we'll see what happens. I hope it'll be good for the U.S. Open because I want to see the American crowd get all riled up. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, tough for Paul too because he won Queens last year and he had to pull out this year because of the injury at the French. He couldn't defend that, so he was top 10 right after the French because of the quarterfinal run. He was 8, and then he dropped to 14. So he's about 13, 14 right now. So little tough for him, but hopefully he can get back. I don't think he's playing until I think there's about 2 or 3 more weeks, so he's got a
He has a lot
nice
of
time
time.
off.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll recover then.
Yeah.
But yeah, we wish Tommy Paul all the best. Let's get to another American, all American battle. This guy was your dark horse. He the serve bot, but he couldn't
Okay.
come through, unfortunately, against Brandon Nakashima, who seeded 29, 4 sets, 7-5, 6-2, 6-7, 6-3. And I mean, let's just give the praise to Nakashima here. Nakashima is very, very underrated, I feel like. And
Oh yeah.
he I don't think he loses to many guys that'll rank below him.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing kind of a Hatchinoff situation with Nakashima where it's like, yeah, you're gonna see some players guaranteed to beat them up. So I mean, if we see another Hatchinoff type of player, it'll definitely solidify the draws a lot more with Nakashima. I mean, I wish the best for him too. I mean, I like Hatchinoff as a player. Nakashima is kind of shaping up to be sort of like him. So I mean, yeah, I mean, good luck to Nakashima going forward. Hopefully, he can make a kind of a move in Wimbledon. Yeah.
Yeah. Would love to see that for the American. Let's get to Menchik. He seeded 15 here. He came through in 4 sets against Giron. It was a 4 set tiebreak. Uh, Tight match there. And then how many aces did he hit? You said
26.
26. That
Yeah,
is,
insane.
I mean, him and Perry Card, they're kind of the best servers on tour right now.
Oh yeah, and he
But
has.
Menchik by far has a better ground game and
Oh
moves
yeah,
a lot better.
yeah, it's not even debatable. I mean, like I said before, I mean, I feel like we're kind of seeing another Zverev kind of rising player, except Menchik has a better mentality. Like I said, big serves, strong backhand. If he can get his forehand wing right and not end up like Zverev with a weak forehand late into his career, he has a lot more potential the way I see it coming into the tour like as young as he is, when they winning Miami too. I mean, we saw a serving masterclass in Miami. We might even see one this Wimbledon as well from Menchik. So yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what he's going to provide for in the future for sure, and see how his serving goes throughout the entire tournament.
Yeah, the forehand, by the way, is definitely the weakness right now for Menchik. He can kind of decelerate on it sometimes.
Yeah,
I think he likes it higher in his strike zone better than when it's lower. So that's something we want to look at. Hopefully, that's not a problem for him.
yeah,
And the potential Cilic Menchik fourth round to play Djokovic in the quarters, that would be a great match.
that
Cilic
would
and
be something
Menchik,
I'm
the way
tuning.
with the way Cilic played today.
Oh yeah, that would be something I want to tune into for sure. You'd see bombs of serves every single point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a great match for sure.
All right. Grigor Dimitrov, 19th seed, through against the circusman Mute, 7-5 in the fourth. It was a very fun match, fun atmosphere. Dimitrov and Mute, they like to hit fancy shots. We
Oh
know
yeah,
that. Mute did make the final last week. He's been having a pretty good year. I think we both predicted Mute to beat Dimitrov.
yeah.
Dimitrov did come in with injury, but it looks like he's healthy again, which is very good because it's a little bit like Mahach with Dimitrov as well.
Yeah, and Dimitrov is a much better player than Mahach. No shade to Mahach, but I mean, it's how it is. So for me, I see Dimitrov on grass is like basically kind of like like mirrors Federer sort of. I mean,
Yeah, he's got the slice.
yeah, he has a slice too. Yeah, I mean, if he can use a slice as a weapon like Musetti did back in 2024. So I mean, if he can use a slice to his advantage and use that forehand and serve +1, I mean, he's gonna be a problem for some people in his draw.
No doubt about it. Dimitrov, he could play Yannick Sinner in the fourth round. So
That
that
would be
could be
very
tough.
interesting.
And let's talk about Yannick Sinner next. He continues to dominate. Straight sets win against Vukic 1-1-3.
Yeah, I mean, I was catching a little bit of the Yannick match, and I was working on my like summer work for my AP classes. When I was watching the Yannick match, the way he serves, dude, the spot serving, especially wide serving, when he's on due side and his wide serve is borderline perfect. I mean, it's what everybody does now too. It's like that's what I've seen with the norm of players nowadays. They'll usually serve slice or flat out wide on the due side, and on the ad side, center usually kicks wide. This is what I've seen a lot from his gameplay, especially at Roland Garros too. He's been doing this a lot. It sets up his point by bringing their opponent off the court entirely. And with his forehand, everybody knows he takes everything on the rise. So he gives his opponent literally zero time to do anything, which is why he was able to win his match so cleanly here. I mean, it's it's a perfect play style exactly like how like Novak does now, except with much more power and much more speed.
Yeah, that's basically what center is.
Yeah.
And this, you talked about the serve. The serve is something that's improved mightily
Oh
for
yeah.
Yannick Sinner going forward. That was a major weakness for him when he was coming up. He's improved that. You talk about the serve. I'm just thinking back to Roland Garros when he only hit in the entire tournament. He only hit two double faults,
Yeah, and then the final we had that serving
and
performance.
he didn't hit any double faults against Alcaraz in the final.
Yeah. Aside from that, I mean, if he can serve with a strong first serve percentage going wide on each side, he'll be a weapon when it comes to playing Alcaraz or Novak or whoever he's going to play in the semis and the finals.
Yeah. Okay, so center through. Let's get to the matches that weren't able to be completed today. Let's start with Fucsovics and Monfils. They are going to start the fifth set tomorrow after a bad light delay. Fucsovics won the Fucsovics won the fourth set tiebreak after Monfils led 2-1. Uh,
Okay.
I mean, of course, Monfils is going five. He always goes five.
Hey, always goes five. Yeah. I mean, yeah. The whole build up of that match kind of seems epic to be honest. I mean, I might tune into that tomorrow to be honest with you. Monfils is a showman. Everybody knows that. I mean, seeing him play at this level at 38 is just insane to me. So yeah.
Yeah. Monfils actually did serve for the match in the fourth set, so he actually had a chance to get it
Wow.
done. But Fucsovics is a tough competitor. They're gonna go five. I don't know. That could be like a tiebreak
Could
fifth
go
set,
either way.
honestly.
Yeah, honestly, it could
Yeah,
go either way with both of their levels. So
yeah. I
we'll
think
see.
it's
We'll see what happens in that.
pretty 50-50, but I would love to see Monfils get through.
Oh yeah, 100.
And if
percent
he does win, he could play Ben Shelton in the next round. That would be a very fun third round match. So let's get to Shelton now. 10th seed here. He was about to serve for the match. 5-4 in the third set, leading 2-sets to love.
Curfew.
Suspended. That is because we mentioned the dew and the grass and the slippery courts. Bad lighting. Shelton was ready to serve at 5-4. He actually had match points at 5-3. So he was playing Hijikata. Hijikata was serving down 3-5. Shelton had match points. He saved them. And then they stopped. Now, this is what was controversial about it. They could have stopped after the second set, after Shelton won the second set 7-5. They could have just stopped it. Then it was 4-2 Shelton, and they like stopping it. I think they like stopping it like in the middle of the set. It makes sense. So they could have done that at 4-2. They didn't. How could they suspend it at 5-4 when Shelton is about to serve for the match? Why
Yeah.
can't they just let Shelton play one more game? And if he does get broken, then stop it at 5-all. But just let
Yeah.
him play that last game.
Yeah, I mean it's embarrassing from Molden's part. I mean, I think regardless, Shelton's probably going to end up winning the match with the serve. He's probably going to come out of the gates probably tomorrow banging like 150 first serve. I wouldn't be surprised if he did, to be honest with you. But I mean, yeah, it's just they have to have a way to get around this and make their time management much better as a whole organization, or it's going to really piss fans off when you have like a Fonseca Alcaraz match and you suspend it. Oh, Fonseca has match point. No, let's suspend it. Like, no, we can't have situations like that. You just can't. As an organization, you can't do that, especially with a Grand Slam tournament. It's come on, guys, we got to do better.
Yeah, and the fans weren't happy either. They were booing all over the place.
Yeah,
They weren't happy. Shelton was super unhappy. He went straight to the supervisor. He was not happy, understandably.
yeah,
I don't know why they just didn't let one game go. Obviously, the daylight was fading, but they could have played one more game. It didn't seem that bad.
yeah. It's just an unfortunate situation. I mean, hopefully they'll be able to get past it. We'll see what happens tomorrow for sure.
Yeah. But everybody, that is all we had. That was a long one. We went through all of the big results from the second round.
Yeah.
Third round is almost ready. I mean, they're starting tomorrow. We just need the Monfils match and the Shelton match to finish. Those will be completed tomorrow. Let's look ahead to tomorrow. And Chase, now that we've had all these upsets, we have some random matches. So I'm going to name off some random matches. There's only 8, and then we'll get to the bigger ones. We got Darderi playing Thompson.
Give me Thompson for that, Loki.
Okay. You got Matrazak or Maichak, I think, against Rinder Kanesh.
I'll take the Mike Jack guy. I'll take
Yeah,
that. I'll take
you
that
don't
guy.
trust Rinder Kanesh's fitness, do you?
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't.
Yeah. I'm honestly I'm gonna take Rinder Kanesh just because I think he's so confident right now. I think he's gonna just take all that confidence going through.
That's fair.
We got Borges against Hachinov.
Hajnal.
Hachinov. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Bellucci against Nori. Bellucci against Nori. Yeah, you don't trust Rinder Kanesh's fitness, do you? Yeah, I'm honestly I'm gonna take Rinder Kanesh just because I think he's so confident right now. I think he's gonna just take all that confidence going through. We got Borges against Hachinov.
Yeah. Belushi.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm taking Nori.
All right. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right. This is where it's starting to get interesting now. Fritz against Davidovich Fekina. And Chase, by the way, do you want to maybe take back what you said about Fekina not being able to play
Yeah,
on
I
grass?
didn't think he would be able to adjust on grass, but he's proved me wrong. I mean, I still have Fritz over Fakina just because it's Fritz on grass, but the fitness is definitely going to be an issue. If Fakina can drag Fritz out to, like, say, a 5-set match, it's going to be 50-50 ball. But if Fritz can just serve his way through the match, I mean, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, they actually played in Eastbourne last week and it was 3 sets. Fritz did
Yeah.
come through. Um, I'm thinking Fritz and four.
Yeah, that's reasonable. That's super reasonable for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Rublev against Manarino.
Rublev, not.
Yeah. Rublev, if Rublev can keep his head straight, which sometimes we know he can,
Sometimes he goes
if he keeps his
ballistic.
head, he should win this. I think maybe four. I mean, you might want to get Manarino set there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Struff against Alcaraz.
Alcaraz.
I'm going Alcaraz too. I'm going Alcaraz in four though. I think Struff's gonna get a set.
Probably four, yeah.
Yeah. Something we want to talk about. Unfortunate circumstance happening today with the football player Diogo Jota.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
saw that.
unfortunate for him. He unfortunately passed in a car crash in Spain. R.I.P. Jota.
Yeah, rest in peace, Joseph.
Um, Look, that could be in Alcaraz's mind going forward. We know Alcaraz is kind of an emotional player. We know he can be, so
Yeah.
hopefully he's fine. And then finally, I'm excited for this one. All South American Derby. The crowds are gonna go crazy. Jari and Fonseca.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be a loud match. It's gonna be like a loud match.
Yeah.
They both slapped the fuck out of the
Yeah.
ball. So I mean, for me, I have Fonseca's the Brazilian crowd momentum, but you also have Jari. So that's gonna be something to tune into. Actually, I'm probably gonna end up watching that for sure.
Yeah, I'm picking Fonseca in five.
Yeah, give me Fonseca. Give me Fonseca. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
Fonseca as well.
How many sets? Is it going five?
4.
Four? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
That's all we got. Looking forward to tomorrow. Some of those matches, those last couple we mentioned, those are going to be really good.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, that's all we got for today.
All right. Thank you guys all for your continued support. Our Instagram handle and handle for everything is Breakpoint Breakdown 1. We have Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and
Oh, by the way, sorry, I just want to say TikTok. We are doing very well on TikTok right now. It is by far our best performing platform out of all the social media platforms. It's pretty surprising, honestly. But we're actually, I mean, I feel like every day I go on TikTok, we're gaining followers every day on TikTok. So
yeah, thank you guys.
yeah,
Yeah,
so thank you for everyone who's following us on TikTok. We love that.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, for sure. Please continue support. We really appreciate it. We do this for you guys and for ourselves. Yeah, that's all I have today. We'll see you guys in the next episode.